Okay, welcome. This is Thomas Talks on Thursday. This is a live stream that I do weekly to talk to my friends, followers, and family, talk about real estate, kind of give you guys some behind the scenes look, and talk about the Des Moines area in general. Our guest today, very special guest. I kind of debated having him on because he is a secret weapon of ours, but I might as well share our secret weapon with the rest of the world. We have Markee Thompson with VividVision Media. Markee, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me on, Thomas. It's an honor. I've been tapping in here and there when I can, and you're doing great things. My name is Markee. I am the co-owner of VividVision Media, which is a real estate marketing company based out of Des Moines, Iowa. So, yeah,
In case anyone is watching this too and not a real estate agent, Markee, you want to talk about what else you do with your other company as well too?
yeah. So, also co-owner of a company called Thompson Media Group. That is a full marketing agency that spans from creative and video, photo, graphic design, web design. Um, we can also help you implement those within your business, so social media management, stuff like that. So yeah, we can pretty much help you with anything marketing in every
Yeah,
realm.
any business owner that happens to be watching and needs help with any of your marketing, Markee is the guy to work with. I've been working with Markee since I started doing real estate, basically, and he has been. If you've ever seen any of my videos that I post, he's the reason that they look all good, and any of my listing photos, he's the reason that they look great. So
I'm
let's
not the sole reason. We got a team, so I got help. It's not just me.
you do have a full team to help you now, but when you first started, it was just
Yeah,
you.
it was just me grinding. Yeah, that is very true.
You guys have come a long way. They were good then; they're even better now. You've grown with us. You've worked with the Springers as well too, and it's kind of cool because we all started right around the same time, and now we look back 7 years later, and it's. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm selling way more houses. Springers are selling way more houses, and it seems like you work with all the great real estate agents in the area. So
yeah,
it's been a lot of fun. So let's go back though to day one. Why did you start getting into photography?
yeah. So that's a wild question because what I started with is completely different than what I'm doing now. So got my first camera when I was 21. It was actually my 21st birthday gift that my parents bought. I was in college. I had aspirations of getting in Nat Geo. So a lot of landscape, a lot of macro photography, a lot of nature photography, and it was just a hobby. And I just wanted to, be shown in Nat Geo. That never happened because I started doing other things in the creative realm. But that's what originally got me into photography. Um, what 9 years ago now? So
That's crazy. That's
yeah,
crazy. So did was the real estate thing something that you stumbled in with just because of the connections you had and it became easier and easier to get real estate jobs, or was there something that appealed to you about taking photos of houses and real estate and stuff like that?
yeah, that's a great question. I don't think this has ever been publicly said about how I got into real estate photography. So, a good friend of mine, Tyler Springer, we were all living in the same house in Des Moines, and he had just became a real estate agent. He knew I was taking photos for fun. I actually had just started Vivid Vision, which was going to be a full marketing house. It wasn't niched down to real estate yet. So he got to see pretty much everything leading up from starting Vivid Vision from scratch in his living room to where it's at now. But he became a real estate agent. He needed someone to take photos. They was using another great photographer in the area at the time. They're still a great photographer, but they took a bet on me. And Tom was like, "Hey, come shoot my new listing." He introduced me to his brother Andrew, uh, and the first listing was horrible. Didn't know what I was doing. Colors were off, windows were blown out, angles were just horrendous. Um, but they kept going me and they kept paying me to shoot these houses. And I was like, you know what? Let me dial this in and actually learn how to shoot real estate. So a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of asking questions, a lot of trial and error, and eventually I just got it and it clicked. And I'm like, I get to go see all these beautiful homes, take pictures of them. Uh, at the time, like this was sells the house,
Yeah.
so really dove into it. The Springer Brothers kind of just trucked along with me, gave me feedback, criticism, and I always been good at taking. Always been good at taking feedback. Really, nothing can really hurt my feelings when it comes to being a creative, especially with getting feedback. That's how you get better. So they gave me the hard feedback. Like, this is horrible. This is what they'll show me other houses. Like, this is how it's supposed to look. But they stuck with me throughout the whole way of the bad times of me starting off. Um, Even you, Thomas, to think about it, you came along really early too, uh,
Yep.
and especially in my video. I remember shooting a video with you and one of your buddies, and
Up in Grimes.
he was like an actor.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I just that video just popped up in my memories and I was thinking about like how far we both have come because it's not that the video wasn't good, but there was like a lot of slow cuts and it could have been faster paced and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, if we would have done this today, it would have been such a cleaner video and it would have looked way cooler.
oh yeah,
That still got me a ton of engagement. It's kind of crazy how the world works because I don't think I was just thinking as you were talking about that, like I've never been the type to like give a photographer feedback. It's just kind of like they send me the 35 to 45 photos that they take and then I take the ones that I like and put them up on the listing and stuff like that. And it's just kind of crazy how lucky you got that Andrew and Tyler were the ones that you originally started working with because if anyone's talked to Andrew, he's a type of person that's not afraid to give notes, you
yeah,
know? And I think, I mean, because you're so close to Tyler, you guys have been friends for such a long time. I think they both saw potential in you, and it's just like, well, let's just take this really solid connection we have and kind of build him with us.
yeah,
And it's really really crazy and cool to see how that's worked because I mean now you're to the point where people I mean there's listing agent photos that you're taking for people that are multi-million dollar houses. So
yeah. It's crazy to see where we're starting and where we're at now, uh, and to see that, yeah, like I'll go on record saying like Vivid Vision wouldn't be where it's at now without the Springer Brothers.
yeah.
Because they could have easily wrote me off and said, "All right, yeah, you're a good friend, but you suck." So I'm always appreciative of their feedback, and I feel like feedback is one of the most important things in our business to give. So I really do appreciate them doing that and sticking along the way. So that's the origin story of how I got in real estate.
how,
Pretty
how it
much,
all started.
it was
So
God's.
now you're to the point where you've been taking real estate photos for going on this is year 8 now, right?
Yeah, you're eight. Yeah.
So let's kind of talk about that in general too. Like, what now that you've seen so many houses, what are some mistakes you see sellers make when preparing when you show up to finally take photos?
Yeah, I don't want to necessarily say they're mistakes, but things that they can do. Sellers can do better to prepare for listing photos. It's as simple as like just decluttering. Um, I think some sellers get caught up into the very small things that won't be seen on camera, and they
Hmm.
sometimes forget about the big things that will be seen. So we end up the cool part about what we do at Vivid Vision is we don't mind helping move things with,
Yeah,
within reason to make the shot or photo better. Uh,
yeah,
so yeah, I think the biggest mistake I see is just the decluttering of the home. It's easy to take everything off the fridge. The magnets. It's easy to just clear off that table. But it's so many things going through the seller's head when they're trying to get their house repaired. It's easy to forget about the small things. So
You just kind of had a thought spur in my head because something I want to do when I'm bored and have free time is I want to go through listings online and grab a few photos of people that obviously didn't declutter before they list it and compare
Yeah,
it to photos of people that did. Because, I mean, it's something listing agents always mentions like declutter, declutter, declutter.
yeah,
But until you've actually visualized like how much bigger a kitchen can look or how much bigger a living room or a
yeah,
bathroom can look if you get all that stuff up at the counter, even if you go into the details of like this end table, we don't really need this end table while we have the photo listed, like just as much space as you can create
yeah.
to make the rooms and spaces look bigger.
Even like the simple thing in some bathrooms is picking up the rugs. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, you think that makes it look quite a bit bigger
yeah,
too?
I think it helps with making spaces look bigger. That's one thing I know. Like in kitchens, it's like, yeah, let's just put away the air fryer for
Yeah.
for this photo of the
Even like,
blender.
I mean, people that drink coffee, their coffee maker never goes away. And you
Yeah,
don't think
100%.
about that because, like, living in a house versus having it be show ready is, like, totally different.
Oh, completely different. Yeah,
Yeah, like, because I have my house organized and clean the way I like it living in it. If I was to list this home tomorrow,
yeah,
there's so many things that would go off the counter. There's pieces of furniture that I know that I would get rid of or move out of the house temporarily because it's just you want them to be able to visualize how they're going to live in the house, but you also want to trick their mind a little bit to make the house seem bigger and more open than it really is.
yeah. Yeah, you want them to go on Zillow or Homes.com or wherever they're viewing their homes MLS, and you know be wild to at least go see the house, to at least get out the house to go view the house.
Yeah.
So that's the whole. That's the premise of listing photos is to
Mhm.
try to get someone to get out of their house to go see this house,
Yeah.
and not just
And
stay with the photos.
as a listed agent, it's one of the only three tools you have to get people to actually want to go see the house. It's the listing photos, it's the price, and then it's just the raw number slash location of where the house is.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
and and if it's priced well enough and it's the right location and the right size, people are going to go see it no matter what. But like, you would be surprised how many buyers decide to not go to her house because there's only six photos posted, or or the photos just aren't really that good. Like,
Yeah,
there's just under 4,000 listings in Des Moines right now. So decisions like that, how people are actually going to go spend their time to tour a home, believe it or not, can come down to photos and how the home is presented.
yeah. I could probably guarantee that at least 1/4 of those homes that are still sitting on the market probably don't have professional photos or good photos.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. This is kind of a random one that I just thought of, not a
yeah,
pre-planned one. I wanted to ask you this because I know, like, you guys go take raw photos. It's not like you just send us the raw photos, you edit them. And with how popular AI is and
yeah.
how popular editing tools are now, how do you guys as a team decide where the line is between like I'm trying to make this home look as good as possible versus like I've done so much editing that I might straight up be lying and misrepresenting the house?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're integrity editors. So that's what I say because we try to keep the house as natural as possible. Obviously, we make the house seem a little bit brighter than what it might be. It might get that bright depending on where the sun's at that day, but we try to keep it as natural as possible. Uh, when editing. Obviously, we make sure the whites are whites, the blacks are blacks in the images and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We make sure you can see inside the house really well, but also see through the window. It's rain in a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
the grass is a little bit browner than the photos. But never, nothing, anything. We try to stay away from things too fake or
Yeah.
or misleading.
Yeah, the other one that I hear a lot, and like I just always kind of tell buyers it is what it is, like just get used to it, is the wide angle lens.
Oh yeah,
Because you want to show off the room, right? And you want to
yeah.
take a photo that shows the whole room, but it makes the room sometimes appear bigger than it really is. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%. Naturally, the lenses we use are wide angle lenses. From 10 to 16 millimeter lenses. So Shooting at any of those focal lengths, the room is going to look naturally a little bit bigger. But that's the only way to show a room in its whole entirety. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's just the nature of the beast with real
Yeah.
estate photography. I mean, you can get too wide, or you can get sometimes get too tight where you don't see much of the room. But then you have people talking about, well, why'd you cut off half that wall? It's a, it's a
So speaking of that, in a house, what and you've probably gone through this and learned all the tricks of the trade. What's the hardest room to take a photo of?
Oh man, that's tough. I would have to say the hardest room to take a photo of for me is sometimes like the half baths or one fourth baths, whatever you call it. Just got a sink and a toilet, and it's like literally a 2 foot wide room, a 2 foot wide bathroom by like 6 foot long. And sometimes those photos, like it's just straight sink in
Yeah.
the
Here's
photos.
this. Here's the sink. Here's the toilet.
Yeah, those are kind of the hardest, especially. I mean, you get some of these houses that they're remodels, and it's a really nice bathroom, a
Yeah.
really nice bathroom, but you can't. It's hard to show it off because of how small that space is. So I have to say that's probably the hardest room. Most rooms, I mean, they're pretty easy to shoot, especially if you've been shooting real estate for a long time. So
Yeah. It's. I mean, every time you guys come out, I'm kind of impressed because it's kind of a machine now. Like you just filter through the home, and then it's all right. Tom's photos are done.
yeah, there's no. I mean, obviously there is, but there is no floor plan that we probably haven't seen, unless it's some crazy custom home. But a lot of floor plans, right as soon as we walk through that front door, we're like, oh, okay, and it's kind of instantly right when you walk through the front door, you kind of know what you're going to shoot. Or as soon as you walk in another room, you know, hey, I'm gonna get these two angles of this room. So it comes really quick.
Okay. And that part always looks really, really easy. So for the people watching, I wanted to have you kind of talk about like all the work that happens after. What happens after you take the photos?
Yeah, so after the photos, we shoot bracketed photos. A lot of real estate photography companies do. Um, what that is we take 3 photos or 5 photos. That's why we use a tripod. One is overexposed, one is perfectly exposed, one is underexposed. The reason we do that is for the window pools. So in real estate photos, we don't want the windows blown out, which means they're just white. You can't see
Right.
through them. So we shoot those 3 bracketed so we can do clean window pools so you can see what's outside the window, but inside the house is still perfectly exposed. So with us doing that, a lot of real estate agents uh, to this day still don't understand there is some editing involved after we leave and shoot. It's not like we get home.
Because you're basically combining all three of those photos, right?
Yep, combining and then blending them all, the highlights, the shadows to make sure colors are right and all that fun jazz. So that's why our turnaround is next morning.
Yeah.
Because if we're shooting, 8 to 10 houses a day, then it gets tough to do same day turnaround because there is editing involved. We don't want to just send you guys raw photos,
Right.
which that's what it would turn into if we had to do same day turnarounds. But sitting down, blending all of that. Luckily, uh, we built a team to have help on the editing side to make sure we can get photos back to our agents in a reasonable time. Uh, but that process, say you're getting 35 photos, that process of merging all those photos and blending it takes hours.
Yeah.
So, uh,
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, because it's not just as simple as blending all those two. Buying a camera and taking the photos myself, and I always kind of roll my eyes. It's like, so not only do you want to get into real estate, learn all about real estate, market yourself, get clients, now you want to learn how to do real estate photography on top of that, and it's just,
yeah, it's that's what I mean. I feel like most of the companies in Des Moines, there's some great real estate photographers in Des Moines. Uh,
yeah,
it's a small knit circle, and there's really not like a we all kind of work together type situation. Like we all know each other and work together. Uh, I have to say, all our pricing I feel like is pretty fair
hmm
as far as it as far as getting marketing done for a house, that the agent should feel pretty comfortable with being like, hey, let me save 6 hours of shooting the house and editing all of this.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
6 hours that the agent could be going to do something else.
Well, and if hypothetically someone wanted to get not just buy a nice camera, get the exact setup that you guys have, it's
Yeah.
just so much more money than people really realize.
Oh
Like,
yeah. I mean, my camera body when it first came out was close to 3,500. The lens I shoot with is 2,600. The drone I shoot with is like 2,200. So I mean, that's just because I do other things, but you can get cheaper setups and get a great product. So, but you still have to go spend money to go get the gear, to buy the software to edit, and then the time put into it.
right, right.
So
Okay. Um, you kind of hinted towards what I think might be an answer for this question.
yeah.
But what's one media service agents should use more often? Not just hiring for listing photos. What's another service that you provide that you don't think agents use enough? Like, what's an add-on that they don't normally get?
Yeah, a couple, well, at least two. So one, I think every agent, if you're getting listing photos for a house, you should try to get some type of video
Mm-hmm.
made. If that's just a short reel, uh, if it's photo worthy, professional photo worthy is professional video worthy too. Especially in the age where social media is very video heavy.
Yeah.
That's just what the algorithm on all social media platforms prefer. I would definitely suggest all agents to do video or get video on their listings, even if it's just a short reel. Um,
And you as an agent, I do this all the time because some days I just have days where I don't want to be in front of the camera.
yeah.
You don't even have to be in it.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. You don't have to be in it. I always suggest be in it because personal branding is the best branding you can possibly do for yourself and your company. People want to see you, but sometimes agents are just like, you know what? I've been running around all day, showing houses, gets my uh,
I'm
listing.
wearing basketball shorts.
Yeah, I'm wearing basketball shorts. I just left the gym. I can't. That's totally fine, but I do suggest all agents eventually get on camera. And get video of their listings. So, and then another service we offer is just helping create social media content that stands out outside of just like your just listed, just sold content. All that stuff is easy. We want to focus on helping you build your personal brand, on being the go-to realtor that knows about their community. So, community highlights. For example, we just did one with you guys that highlight Valley Junction, highlight Sherman Hill,
Do
doing
you become
videos that and and educational videos to add on to, like, obviously a lot of agents do the face-to-face talking to the phone, but uh, we also help create a little bit more polished versions of educational videos with captions and stuff like that. So uh, I think those are services that every agent should be taking advantage of.
sweet, 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 sweet. Okay, personal preference thing. Do you think photos of a house look better vacant or if the house is fully furnished?
Ooh, that's a tough one. It depends. Obviously, sometimes a house looks better vacant based off of, if if the house had very bulky furniture, it made the house look very small because it was cluttered. But if a house is nicely staged, nicely put together, um, then I'll 100% rather have furnished houses,
Okay.
especially if they're put together. Because if you think of, like, for example, a builder that get a home stage, it's so much. You can do your regular real estate photos, but then you could do your more editorial detailed photos when it's furnished, showing off the lifestyle of the home. So I'd rather have a
Sweet.
furnished home, if that answers your question. A nicely, a well put together furnished home.
Okay. Well, hopefully you're not calling out me with this answer to this question, but
Uh,
in the business, whether it's home sellers or listing agents, what's the biggest pet peeve that comes up all the time? Maybe we can get a PSA out and people will quit doing whatever annoys you.
uh, I don't. Oh man, that's tough. Biggest pet peeve would be. I'll
I
have
can
to.
tell you I can tell you mine really quick if you want.
Yeah,
That annoys me every time
let,
I'm helping people take photos.
let me hear yours.
It's it's a homeowner that has a dog that doesn't figure out somewhere for the dog to be during the photos.
That's fair. We shot a couple of homes. I've shot a couple of homes where there's a dog, and I'm like, we can just put the dog in a room. And I can shoot that room last. But the homeowner lets the dog just run around the whole time. I'm like, all right. It's kind of the same thing with cats. Like cats, it's like let's just put all the animals in one room and let us shoot the house. We'll
Then
shoot
we'll
that.
do that last.
Uh, I'll say biggest pet peeve would be, and this is not always the agent's fault. Is we show up to a listing and it's a house that it's probably should take us 30 minutes to shoot, but we end up being there like an hour and a half because we're
Just because of moving stuff
just
and
just because of moving stuff, and the agent booked this a month ago, so the homeowner knew, and only the agent only could do so much with being like, hey, this is what I need you to do to get this house ready.
mhm.
It's up to the homeowner to like actually take initiative and actually do what the agent uh, suggests. So I would, I would say that's my biggest. I really don't have too many pet peeves in this industry, but that is one of them because then that just throws our whole day off. Because we're all about customer service, so we want to make sure we go and do the job, do it great, make sure we get good photos. But sometimes, and it's very rare that happens, but sometimes, that'll set us behind a full hour in a day. So like now it's compounding with the next listings going on. So
Okay.
that would have
Okay.
to be the biggest pet peeve, but there's really nothing too crazy.
All right. I think I got one more question for you and then one more thing after that. I
Okay.
did post this morning talking about how I'm going to be interviewing you and asking people for questions. My dad did post a question,
All right.
and his question was what's the craziest thing that you got back to edit photos and realized that you accidentally took a photo of? Like, what's something that shocked you the most that you realized, like, oh, that's in a photo?
Oh wow. Let me think here.
Or if you have any crazy stories where you showed up and seller had something in their house and they didn't even think about how you were about to take photos and you were just like, wow. Like,
I mean, I've shot. I mean, I walked in houses where people have literally just left like their dirty underwear all over the floor, and they knew we was coming to take photos, and it's just yeah, they just left their undergarments just just laying around. There's been instances where it's been nothing like too crazy. I mean, it's been like some gross things like when they shot a house and it was like food and dishes and maggots
oh,
still in the
God.
sink. Uh, yeah, so like stuff like that. Obviously, I haven't seen anything like too crazy like ghost or anything. Uh, I've had like homeowners tell me like, yeah, my house has ghosts, but
You haven't caught it on camera yet?
I haven't caught it on camera yet.
Okay.
So nothing too crazy like that. But yeah, most of the time it's just personal items. We see that a lot, just different personal items. I'm like, I don't think that should be out,
In
but
the
also
photo.
I'm not going to touch it. uh,
Fair enough.
we'll Photoshop that out. So
Okay. This is going to be, and I see a few people watching this. So if you're watching this and you hear this idea and you want to join in, I'm going to pitch to you a content idea for my next listing that I have, okay?
all right,
I want to show people truly what the difference you can make with professional photography is. So what I want to do is have you come through my next listing and take professional photos.
okay,
And at the same time, I want to challenge someone that thinks they're good with their iPhone or whatever phone camera that they have to go through and take photos, and then I do a post of them side by side and have people vote to see which one is better.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Our question for that is, like, do we get a check? We get to edit the photos and go through the whole
You
process.
get you get to edit your photos, and then the person with the iPhone can edit their photos as well if they
Oh
want.
yeah, I would take that challenge. Like, they're
Yeah,
all they're all. I tell people this all the time. There's I'm probably not a better photographer than anyone on our team now. they're
I
all
don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I can believe that.
yeah,
And
they're
also,
all they're
I
all
can
great.
I can tell you, I think at this point, I've I've had all of them take photos of one of my listings, and the consistency of
All six people on our team to go shoot the same house. All 35 photos that come back are gonna look very, very identical because
yeah.
he wants everything to be cohesive, no matter who's shooting the house. So shout out Andrew for taking that role on and making sure VividVision is a well-oiled machine when it comes to consistency and cohesiveness throughout the whole team. So
Now that I'm thinking about it too, like explain the like obviously you guys have a system for like certain photos that should be taken,
yeah,
but like how much freedom do you give the photographers that you send out to like if they see a part of the house that they think is interesting to take like unique shots and do stuff like that too.
yeah. So very lenient. I never want to cap anybody creativity when they walk in the house. So we have the set photos that we're going to get no matter what. Like these are the photos we have to get and deliver to the client, uh, no matter what house we're in. And then the photographer that we send out, they have full creativity. If they see a creative shot or any other type of shot that they want to get, they can snap that. Um,
And then
I,
obviously like if the listing agent is there too, they can like
yeah,
say like hey, I want to make sure you get a particular photo of this too.
yeah, and I really encourage agents to be active in that. Uh, Obviously, we're going to get the photos that we think will showcase the house best, but also we want to get the exact photos that that you guys want. One agent might love this angle of of a house, and another agent might not love that angle. So, if there's anything that an agent wants on top of what we're going to deliver anyway, we always encourage them to just say like, "Hey, can you make sure you get a shot of this, and that?" So,
Cool. Good to know. Markee, man, I appreciate you so much for being on. And anyone that is watching, if you're watching this at a later time, don't be afraid to comment with questions that you have for me or Marquis, and we will reach out to you and be in touch. So, thank you so much for being on, man, and thank you everyone for watching.
yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you.